In this video, I am going to solve KCET 2018 Mathematics paper part 2 from question number 11 to 20. Let us see the first question, in this case 11, question number 11. This question based on the chapter continuity and differentiation, which belongs to the second year, particularly differentiation at a point. Let us see the question. If f of x is equal to x minus 1 divided by x, then find the f dash of minus 1, particular point minus 1. So first we have to find out f dash of x and then substitute, put x is equal to minus 1, we get the required answer. So first let us take f of x is equal to x minus 1 divided by x, differentiate with respect to x on both sides. We get f dash of x is equal to derivative of x is 1. 1 by x is minus 1 by x square, it becomes plus 1 by x square. Now put x is equal to minus 1 on both sides, we get the required answer. So put x is equal to minus 1, f dash of minus 1 is equal to 1 minus plus of 1 divided by minus 1 square, 1 once again, 1 plus 1 equal to the 2. So 2 is the answer. Option B is correct in this case. So this is NCERT direct question. All the students solve this question easily because they have already solved this type of question in NCERT textbook. This is easy question. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question. Question number 12. This question based on the chapter mathematical reasoning, which belongs to the first year. So let us see the question. The negation of the statement. We have to find out the negation of the statement. 72 is divisible by 2 and 3. Usually they ask one question on this chapter in KCET every year without fail. So let us take this question. In this case, we have to find out the negation of this statement. Here this is compound statement. Two statements are there. One is 72 is divisible by 2, that is P. And 72 is divisible by 3, that is Q. So here it is given condition is P and Q. Symbolically we can write P and Q. So we have to find out negation of this compound statement. So negation means what? Apply the negation symbol. Negation of P and Q. Using De Morgan's law, this can be written as negation P or negation Q. So negation P or negation Q means what? 72 is divisible by 2 or 72 is divisible by 3. So which is option correct? Option A is correct. 72, here 72 is not divisible by 2 or Q, not Q, means 72 is not divisible by 3. Option A is correct answer in this case. This is easy question, NCERT direct question. All the students solve this question easily because they have already solved these type of question in NCERT textbook, so many. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 13. This question based on the chapter probability, which belongs to the first year. So probability both first year and second year, so which belongs to first year. So usually they ask 5 or 6 question on this chapter in KCET. So see this question, in this case the probability of happening of an event event A is 0.5. It is given probability of A is 0.5 and that of B is 0.3, nothing but probability of B is 0.3 in this case. If one more condition is given, A and B are mutually exclusive, means A intersection B is empty, nothing but probability of A intersection B is equal to 0 in this case. Then we have to find out the probability of neither A nor B. Neither A nor B means A union B whole complement. So required answer is probability of A union B whole complement. Nothing but according to the complement rule, this can be written as 1 minus probability of A union B. So using the formula probability of A union B, probability of A union B means what? Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. In this case probability of A intersection B is 0 and minus is also there. So directly you can write probability of A minus probability of B. Probability of A intersection B is 0. So in this case put the value of P of A and P of B. 1 minus P of A 0.5 minus P of B 0.3. So 1 minus 0.8, it becomes 0.2. So required answer is what? 0.2. In this case option C is correct. This is NCERT direct question. All the students solve this question easily because they have already solved this type of question in NCERT textbook. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 14. This question once again based on the chapter of probability which belongs to the first year. So let us see the question. In a simultaneous throw of a pair of dice, 2 dice are thrown, the probability of getting total score, here this total score more than 7. So we have to find out this probability by using a simple formula. Required probability becomes favorable case divided by total case. Required probability is equal to favorable case divided by total case. So total case, here in this case 2 dice are thrown, total case is 36. Favorable case, so find out the favorable case in this case. More than, result is more than 7. So 36 cases, in 36 cases first row are what's 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6. So add up to 1 1 to 1 6, it equal to 7, but more than 7. Next row we can take next row, what 2 1 not favorable case, 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 3 5 2 4 2 4 6 2 4 2 5 7 2 6. Here in this case 2 6 favorable case, 2 6. Next move on to the third row, 3 1 3 2 3 3 3 4 3 5. 3 5 is favorable case, 3 6 is also favorable case. Next move on to the fourth row, 4 1 4 2 4 3 4 4 4 4 is favorable case, 4 4 4 5 4 6. Next move on to the next fifth row, 5 1 not favorable case, 5 1 5 2 is also not favorable case, 5 3 is favorable case, 5 4 5 5 5 6. Next last row, 6 1, it is not favorable case, 6 2 favorable case, 6 3 6 4 6 5 6 6. These are the favorable cases. So how many favorable cases are there? Total 15 in this case, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 15. So 15 divided by 36, nothing but in this case 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3 2s are 5 by 12 is the correct answer in this case, option C. So this is easy question. Most of the students solve this question easily because only you can formula use required probability favorable case by total case. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 15. Once again this question based on the chapter probability. Already says about this, they ask 5 or 6 questions on this chapter in KCET. So let us see the question. If A and B are mutually exclusive, A and B are mutually exclusive means what? Probability of A intersection B is equal to 0. Intersection is empty, so probability becomes 0. So using this condition you have to find out and one more condition is given, probability of A and probability of B. Probability of A is equal to 3 by 5 and probability of B is equal to 1 divided by 5. Then find the probability of A or B. So we know that probability of A or B is equal to probability of A union B. Here using the formula, probability of A union B is equal to what? Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So here in this case probability of A intersection B is 0. So directly you can write probability of A plus probability of B. Probability of A is what? 3 by 5 plus probability of B is what? 1 by 5. So here denominator is same, add the numerator 4 by 5, nothing but 0.8. 5 8 is 40. 0.8 is the correct answer. Option A is correct. This is NCERT question, direct question. So without change any numerical value, all the students solve this question easily because they have already solved this type of question in NCERT textbook. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 16. This question based on the chapter relation function which belongs to the second year, particularly composition of the two function in this case. So let us see the question. F and G both are real valued function, R tends to R be two functions defined by this type. F is and G is for all x belongs to any real number, everywhere defined. Then find the composition of F and G in this case. So using the condition x is less than 0, only we can find out the F composition G of x at the values of x is less than 0. So in this case we using using a formula modulus x. Modulus x is equal to minus x if x is less than 0. X if x is greater than or equal to 0. So we know that this function, using this function we have to find out the values of F composition G of x. So F composition G of x can be written as F of G of x. So in this case G of x is what? Modulus x minus x. Put in the place of G of x modulus x minus x. So in this case here x is less than 0. So x is less than 0, modulus x becomes what? Minus x. This can be written as minus x minus 2x. So now once again apply the F function. Function F of x is equal to what? Modulus of x plus x. So using this definition, only replace x with minus 2x in this case. This can be written as minus modulus of minus 2x plus 2x. So here in this case, according to the modulus rule, properties of modulus rule, minus 2 into modulus of minus 2 into modulus of x. This is modulus of minus 2 nothing but was 2 modulus of x plus 2x. Once again we have to find out F composition G of x at x is less than 0. So here for all x is less than 0, so modulus x can be written as minus x. Minus 2x, it can be written as minus 2x. So this is F is there. Here in this case G, F composition G of x. So F composition G of x is what? Modulus x minus x. So F of minus 2x, it is minus 2x minus 2x sorry. So minus 2x minus 2x. So this is minus 4x. So option C is correct in this case. So this is a average problem. Most of the students solve this question easily. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 17. This question once again based on the chapter relation and function which belongs to the second year, function. So let us see the question. A is a set having 6 distinct elements. Then the number of distinct functions, we have to find out the number of distinct functions from A to A which are not bijective agirbaradu, which are not bijective. So using a formula directly we can write the answer of this question. So if function f from A to B, in this case here in this case A to A, but we take A to B. If number of A is equal to m in this case and number of B is equal to n, then first number of functions, then the number of functions from A to B, A tends to B is equal to n to the power of m. Using this formula we have to find out first function, number of functions, and one more formula is there, bijective functions. Number of bijective means what? 1 1 and onto functions. Number of bijective, distinct bijective functions from A to B is equal to, this is n factorial or m factorial, if n is equal to m. If n is not equal to m, number of bijective function is 0. Using these two formulas, we have to find out the required answer. So in this case, required answer is required function, not bijective function. Required function is not bijective function. So required functions, not bijective functions means what? In this case, first we have to find out the number of functions and subtract with bijective function, we get the number of not bijective functions. So how many functions are there in this case? Here a to a, so this is a to a, number of a is equal to m, here in this case 6. The number of b is also in this case 6. So number of a is also 6, number of b is also 6, a to a 6 to the power of 6 minus number of bijective function a to a. In this case, a to a means what? N is also 6, m is also 6, so 6 factorial. So 6 to the power of 6 minus 6 factorial is the correct answer. In this case, option C is correct. So this is moderate problem. Most of the student attend this question easily. So take down in this case. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 18. Once again, this question based on the chapter relation function, which belongs to the first year, particularly algebra of the functions. So here algebra is addition. First we have to find out particular point, at particular point what is the values, and then add all the values in this case. So let here in this case function f from real valued function, real number tends to real number, be defined in this type. So this is divided into 3 steps. So if x value, input value greater than, strictly greater than the 3, we can use f of x is equal to 2x. In between 1 including 3, x square, less than, strictly here x value is less than or equal to 1, you can use 3x. So let us take this quantity f of minus 1 plus f of 2 plus f of 4. Identify the values of this f of minus 1 plus f of 2 plus f of 4, and then add, we get the required answer. So f of minus 1, here x values is minus 1, minus 1. So in this case x values less than 1, minus 1 is there, we can use the function f of x is equal to 3x, 3 into minus 1 plus f of 2, x value is 2, so 2 lies between them, 1 and 3, so you can use the function f of x is equal to x square, 2 square plus f of 4, x 4 is greater than 3, so you can use the function f of x is equal to 2x, 2 into 4, so this becomes 3 into minus 1 minus 3, 4, 8, so 8 plus 4, in this case 4 minus 1 1, 4 minus 3, sorry, 4 minus 3 1, 8 plus 1 9, 9 is the correct answer. Option A is correct. So this is average question. Most of the students solve this question easily. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question, question number 19. This question based on the chapter inverse trigonometry, which belongs to the second year. So usually they ask 1 or 2 questions on this chapter. Let us take first question in this case. See the question, if sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 5, then find the cos inverse x plus sin inverse y. So I am not solving this question an usual method, but I am solving by using a shortcut method. So what is the shortcut method in this case? If sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to theta, then sin inverse x is there, this can be written as cos inverse x. Here cos inverse y is there, this can be written as sin inverse y. Directly we can write pi minus theta. So using this shortcut method, directly we can find out the values of cos inverse x plus sin inverse y. In this case theta, this is theta. So we can write this value directly, cos inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to pi minus theta. Theta is equal to what? 2 pi by 5. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 pi by 5 is the correct answer in this case. 3 pi divided by 5. Option B is the correct. Easy question. All the students solve this question easily. but as usual method. So here we can solve this question by a shortcut method. So this type of question repeated in KCET so many times. Take down. So now let us move on to the next question. This is last question of this video, question number 20. Once again, this question based on the chapter inverse trigonometry, but it is mixture of inverse trigonometry and trigonometry. Here tan is there, here cos inverse is there. So we have to find out the value of this expression. So in this case, take tan of, so let us take cos inverse of 2 by root 5 is equal to theta. 2 by root 5 is equal to cos theta. We have to find out sin theta. We need in this case sin theta is equal to what? Square root of 1 minus cos square theta. Square root of 1 minus cos square theta, 1 minus cos square theta, nothing but 2 square, 4 by 5. 5 minus 4, 1 divided by root 5 is the sin theta value. Cos theta value 2 by root 5. So then find the value of this function, this expression. Tan of this can be written as theta, so theta by 2, tan theta by 2. Tan theta by 2 can be written as sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2. Sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2. Our convenient, both numerator and denominator multiply by 2 and also cos theta by 2. So 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 divided by cos square theta by 2. Using half angle formula, this can be numerator and denominator can be written as this is sin theta, numerator, denominator 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta is equal to cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2. So already well known about, already find out sin theta and cos theta. Substitute the value, we get the answer. Sin theta is equal to what? 2 by root 5 divided by cos theta is equal to 1 plus, here in this case 1 by root 5. Take LCM. So in this case denominator root 5 get cancelled. In the numerator 2 is there, divided by denominator root 5 plus sin theta. So 1 by root 5 this is. Cos theta in this case 2 by root 5. So in the numerator 1 is there, denominator root 5 plus 2. Root 5 get cancelled. Rationalization, this is answer, correct answer, but it is not in the option. So simplification essential in this case. Rationalization, we get rationalization means what? Root 5 minus 2 multiplied by root 5 minus 2, both numerator and denominator, it becomes root 5 minus 2 divided by a plus b into a minus b, nothing but what? A square minus b square, means 5 minus 4. So it becomes root 5 minus 2 is the correct answer in this case. This is 1. So root 5 minus 2, option B is correct. So this is moderate problem. Most of the students solve this question easily. Take down.